For many people out there, they experience, and I don't want to say mental illness. I don't think it's a mental illness. That's what they label it. But anxiety, depression, OCD, ADHD, ADD, schizophrenic, just so many diseases out there. And the main one I want to discuss today is anxiety. And if you have anxiety, like I do, um, write down what you feel when you're feeling angry, anxious, mad, or ready to just spaz out. It's best to write down what you feel because you reversing the anger, the emotions, and instead of you sitting in that sunken negative place, you flipped it on a positive note and said, okay, let me write down how I feel. Why am I feeling this way? Use it for something positive, something good. Don't sit there and soak in your emotions and have all that baggage carrying it around because it's only going to make you um, mentally unstable more, and you're not going to be able to make good decisions. Think on your own. You have a problem just going through life, just trying to do basic things mentally and any other way. So you have to focus on writing all that stuff down. And you also need to, at night, like when you're up, because I know a lot of people who have anxiety don't sleep much because their brain is constantly on the move because their mind is their own worst enemy, and the demons come out. Demons come out mostly at night. That's when you're battling with your emotions and your mental state. And it's 2:30, you can't sleep. It's 3:30, you can't sleep. 4:30, you feel what I'm saying? It's 5:30 now. It's 6 a.m. You still ain't slept. And it's because them demons like, oh, well, you don't have this, or you going without this, or you should get up and do this. Or let me just give you an example. Let's just say you lost your parents. I lost my father. And the demons can be up like, oh, you ain't got no parents. Oh, you're doing this alone. Or what are you going to do? You're by yourself. And they left you. You feel what I'm saying? Your parents left you. And, this is all fear. You operating off of fear. That's too much worrying. You feel what I'm saying? And now those are demons. And that's why they say develop a relationship with the Most High, be on a spiritual journey, pray, fast, meditate. You know what I'm saying? Do things that you love to do. If you like to dance, sing, write, art, make stuff, do it yourself. Speak to people, heal people, help people. Do your special gifts. Don't sit there and don't sit there in your emotions and in a sunken deep and dark place when you know you can get up out of it. It's just you. Change the renewal of your mind. And when you're looking at people anyway, you're supposed to look at their mental state as far as their spiritual being. I mean their spiritual well-being, social well-being, psychological and biological well-being, to understand or see who that person is and their health as a overall, if that makes sense. And don't keep telling yourself you have a mental illness, because that's not what it is. Your brain is just unbalanced, and you got to change the way you think. Your way of thinking and feeling and seeing things needs to basically shift. You got to stop and put an end to that outdated thinking. Change the renewal of your mind. Always try to change the renewal of your mind. Anxiety is nothing but fear. Just release it. Depression is nothing but fear. Release it. You feel what I'm saying? All these illnesses, release all of them. That this is another an example of fear. Like I said, my father died. Maybe your parents died, or a loved one, or a brother, sister, uncle, whoever may have passed, and you may think that feeling of, oh, nobody will ever love me because everybody left. You have to change the renewal of your mind. And another thing, you can't suppress or block your emotions and feelings with drugs such as weed, beer, wine, liquor, coke, meth, crack, pills. Before my video cut out, like I was saying, suppressing it with these types of drugs is only going to make everything worse. You may mentally be fucked off. You might have blackouts, won't be able to socialize the correct way, can't stay focused on having a simple conversation, stay off task. You just don't have no type of order, no consistency. One day you're good, the next day you're not. You have wishy-washy behavior, start to forget things. It's just so many things that you can do that can throw your mental off because you want to suppress it with different types of drugs. You have so when you feeling sad, nervous, depressed, on edge, any of that, continue to write how you feel down and be consistent with how you feel. Be consistent with writing down how you feel. I've been a writer since I was a teenager. I do suffer anxiety. I did try to go get medications and talk to doctors back then. Once I realized the doctors tried to kill me, and I told the lady the dosage was too high, and I couldn't move, couldn't interact, couldn't do activities with my child. I was through for life, so I had to learn to figure out how to fix my anxiety or my mental state of mind or my way of thinking. I had to do that myself and fix it and change it. But the doctor resigned. So I never went back, and I'm not going to no doctor, and I'm not taking anybody's meds because those meds almost